Hi friends, welcome back to my channel and a very special welcome if you're new here. My name is Jen, I'm a certified weight loss and nutrition coach and it is Friday, so it's weigh-in day. We're gonna talk about my week. I have so many updates for you, some exciting things. So if you're excited, give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not, turn your bell on because I do a weigh-in every Friday and I actually upload 5 videos every single week. Down in the description box, I will have nutrition coaching. Highly recommend those personalized macros and calories. That is exactly what I follow to lose and maintain a 140-pound weight loss, as well as one-on-one coaching for questions, accountability, or to talk with me directly. Links, discounts to my favorite things, and come join our Facebook group. It's free, it's supportive. We would love to have you, are all down in the description box. So let's jump into my weigh-in, my week, and those updates. Friends, I hope you had an amazing week. Can you believe we are halfway through the month of December already? I mean, literally just about 10 days out from Christmas. That is so crazy to me. I've heard on other YouTube channels, on social media, people are saying December is going so fast, and I concur. This month is absolutely flying by, which is a bummer because I really love the holidays. I love Christmas. I mean, I've been wearing all my Christmas clothing to celebrate the holidays. So I'm a little sad how fast the month is passing by, but I'm also excited for Christmas. It's one of my favorite holidays of the year. Our Christmas is actually going to be pretty low key this year. My in-laws are coming over on Christmas Eve and we always watch Christmas Vacation. It's a family tradition. I'm gonna make a charcuterie board, my famous sugar cookies. We're just gonna have a relaxing Christmas Eve, and then we'll actually head over to my in-laws for lunch, dinner on Christmas Day. It's our tradition. Now next year in our new house, things may change a little bit, but that's the tradition that we have with them. And I think also on Christmas Day, we may go play shuffleboard outside. It is in the 70s here in Arizona. It's amazing. So it'll be a perfect day to just go outside, play a little shuffleboard, and have some activity on Christmas Day before we eat Christmas dinner and all the cookies. But that is basically what my Christmas plans are. I do have quite a few parties coming up. I'm actually going to a Christmas pajama party tomorrow. It is a party I go to every year with my friend Victoria, who I met through my old neighbor next door, Ashlyn, before they sadly moved away to Guam. But I've stayed friends with her group of friends, so I'm going to her Christmas party. We're going to a play on the 18th with my in-laws at the Gaslight Theater. We're doing Scrooge, which is so much fun. And then my boot camp girls Christmas party is December 21st. So lots of parties, lots of events, lots of things going on in the month of December, lots of fun things happening. Before I talk about house things, I want to update you on Troy. Troy is doing so much better. He got another round of steroids for bursitis. The bursitis is gone. He's actually feeling back to his normal self. Fingers crossed it stays, because that's what seems to happen is he'll get better and then something else will happen and he'll have some other type of ailment. So that poor guy right now, he's thriving. So we want him to continue thriving. Lola's doing fantastic, my baby. She's right there on the dog bed. She does not have to go back to her oncologist until the end of December because she's in full remission. She looked so good last month when she went that they're like, listen, we'll just see her in a month. We don't need to do blood work. We're confident that she's doing well. So that literally is the biggest Christmas gift I could ever get. Like, I don't want anything from Christmas other than my family to be healthy and happy. Lola, Troy, Palmer, and myself. I just want us to be healthy and happy. That's truly the biggest gift I can get this year, and I have those things. So my heart is just overjoyed with that. Like I said, I have so many updates for you guys. I don't even know where to start. Okay, let's start with our new house. So our new house is coming along nicely. I'm continuing to film, to vlog for the next video. We have a lot of exciting things happening. We had some exciting things happen this week. So the plumber finished up in our house this week. So all of the plumbing, the gas, the electrical, it's done. And they started on the exterior of our house this week as well, putting up the lath. Most of the homes, if not all of them in Arizona, are stucco. So there's a 3-step lath process. So it's this white kind of insulation, and then there's some chicken wire and then some black sheeting before they actually go in and stucco. So they've started that this week. So that is fantastic that we're already starting on the exterior. And then this next week on December 19th, we actually have our pre-drywall inspection with our superintendent, with the builder. Basically, we're going to do a full inspection of our home before they start drywalling. Yeah, they're starting drywalling pretty soon, which means that we're moving into the inside of the house while they start and complete the stucco, as well as the roofing. The tiles are on the roof. They're just sitting there. They have to balance out their weight a little bit before they can be installed. So we have that pre-drywall inspection on the 19th. The day before that, on the 18th, we're having our own inspection. So even though we get an inspection with the builder, Troy and I just feel better if we hire an independent home inspector, just to make sure everything is in order with all of the wiring, everything in the walls that you're not gonna see or unable to correct without major revision once the drywall goes up. So we have our own personal inspection on the 18th, and then our inspection with the builder and our superintendent on the 19th. So that's really exciting. That's a big step. To be at the first inspection is a big step in the home building process. Speaking of our new house, you guys know that we've been kind of in the market for a golf cart. I shared a golf cart that we looked at, test drove in the last Dream Home vlog. Well, we purchased a golf cart. Troy actually found an incredible deal from a guy in Tucson, like 45 minutes away. It was a long ways away. We got a golf cart. It is an older one. It's about 18 years old, but it has been completely redone. It has custom wheels and tires and a lift, which we know that men get really excited about. It has new seats, new steering wheel. Batteries are only a couple years old, and we got it for a fantastic price. We were able to negotiate it for about $1,000 less than it was originally listed for. So we actually had to we had to rent a trailer from U-Haul because the guy who we bought the golf cart from lives on the golf course. So he didn't have a trailer. He just drives from his house to play golf, kind of like we'll do in Quail Creek. So we rented a little trailer from U-Haul. It cost us 27 bucks for 6 hours. Troy went and picked it up and we brought it home, and it now resides in our one car garage with a lot of the boxes that we've started packing up for our move. So we're so excited that we officially have a golf cart. Now, when we move, we're 8 miles away from our new house, and we can just drive the golf cart to our new house. So that's great. It is street legal. We went in on Tuesday and got it all licensed and squared away. So we are official golf cart owners. We're official 55 and older people in a golf cart community, and we're really excited about it. We can't wait to drive our golf cart around the community. Nobody drives a car there. If you're going to dinner, if you're gonna go to the gym, if you're gonna go to a class or play pickleball, everybody just rides their golf carts. There are golf cart lanes throughout the entire community. So we're really excited. That is one thing we wanted to get for our new home, and we didn't want to go crazy and buy a $12,000 new golf cart. This one is perfect for us. And like I said, we got a really incredible deal. Now our current home. So you guys know that our house went on the market last Thursday. It officially went live at midnight on Thursday. We didn't have any showings on Thursday. We didn't have any calls or anything to our realtor on Thursday. Friday, we had an open house scheduled from 2 to 5 p.m. and a second open house on Sunday from 11 to 1. And I shared that with you guys in last week's weigh-in video. We didn't have any calls or any showings Friday leading up to the open house. So the open house started at 2. Troy and I packed up the dogs. We took them out. We ran some errands. We ran out to our new house. You'll see all of that in the house vlog. We went and had dinner at a park. We got Chipotle and went and sat at the park with the dogs. And our open house was a massive success. We had a steady flow of people through starting immediately at 2 o'clock. Actually, we had one guy show up about 10 minutes to 2, and my realtor was like, we're not quite ready. Can you come back at 2? So he came back along with 5 couples that toured our house from 2 to 5 p.m. And wait until you hear this. If this isn't just a line to be perfection, I don't know. I don't know what else is. Someone's watching over us. Diesel's watching over us, because you're not even gonna believe how this all worked out. So we had the neighbor, a guy down the street, come in, and he wasn't just a looky-loo. He actually is considering moving to a smaller home. He's in a 2-story up the street, and he wanted to consider a 1-story. So he came through and looked at the home, and then we had a lady come through, and she fell in love with our house. We had it all cozy in here. I had the TV set to a Christmas dishscape with some Christmas music. We had candles lit. My realtor bought cookies and flowers. It was very cozy, very pretty in here, very clean, very organized. Troy and I spent 7 hours washing walls, washing molding, washing doors, making this house pristine for the open houses. Well, she fell in love with the house, and she told Anne Marie, our realtor, she's like, well, I will be back with my husband either today or Sunday, because I want to show him the house too, obviously. So she leaves, and then we got another couple come through, and then we had another lady come through the house who also fell in love with it immediately. And they actually live in our community. They actually live in the same neighborhood as my friend Melissa. They're actually right up the street from Melissa. And they bought a house here in the community about a year ago. And it's a 2-story house. And they're an older couple. Anne Marie, our realtor, said maybe in like their late 60s. And apparently they regret the 2-story and are looking for a 1-story, and they also would like a 3-car garage, which their current home doesn't have, but ours does. So she came, she looked around, she fell in love. She goes, I'm gonna go get my husband. So she left. While she was gone getting her husband, the first lady came back with her husband, and they both loved the house. And before they left, they said, we're going to be making an offer. We're going to contact our agent right now, and we will be putting in an offer this evening. So of course, Anne Marie's texting me throughout the whole open house, keeping me posted on everything. And I was like, we're going to get an offer we're going to get an offer like a day and a half into our house being on the market. And I told you guys in the previous weigh-in video that the average house is sitting on the market for 50 days here. So that's almost 2 full months. And it sounded like we were going to get an offer on Friday. So they left. They looked at the house, fell in love with it, got in the car, called their agent. The other lady with her husband came back from the one in our community. Anne Marie says, let me take you to the garage, because the wife hadn't even seen the garage yet. So Anne Marie takes them out into our garage, and the husband is just enamored with the garage. He's like, oh my gosh, my truck will fit in here. Troy and I have a truck that was in the garage, so he could see that his truck was gonna fit. He could see that he could store his camper trailer for his truck in there, because there is a 1-car garage and a 2-car garage, and they are separate. So the 2-car garage is here, and the 1-car garage is actually the other side of this wall where my vanity is. So he's like, this garage is amazing. And his wife's like, well, can we look at the inside of the house? And don't rush me, she said, because she really wanted to just take it all in. Well, they fell in love with the house as well. They said, well, we definitely are interested. And Anne Marie asked if they had a realtor, and they said no, that they were actually cash buyers. So both of these couples that were interested in the house, she told them that we would prefer to close at the end of March, because that's when would work best for us. She didn't really give specifics like we're building a house or anything. She just said, you know, my clients would prefer a mid to end of March closing date. So she told the cash buyers that as well. And they said, well, let us go talk about it. Let us sleep on it. If you happen to get an offer, please call us immediately, because we can put in our offer if we decide to sooner if you get an offer. So Anne Marie's like, yeah, no problem at all. So they leave. And there was another couple that came through. So this was about 4:40, and the open house was going to be done at 5. Well, we got an offer from the first couple. So they immediately called their realtor. They immediately wrote up an offer, and they offered us full asking price. They did want us to pay their realtor fees, which is 3%. Right now, the realtor fees for the buyer are the buyer's responsibility, and the sellers are the seller's responsibility. Where before, the seller paid both. The seller paid 6%. Now we only have to pay 3%. So they had asked us to pay their realtor fee, which was an additional 3%. They were also going to pay the community enhancement fee, which is 1% to the community we live in, which is the dumbest thing ever. I mean, can you imagine how much money this HOA is making from that? Which it roughly is about $4,000. So they said, well, we'll pay that if you pay our realtor fees. It was a full asking price, and they were willing to wait until the end of March to close, because they're in a lease for their apartment through April. So that was perfect, because we wouldn't have to be homeless or move somewhere else. We wouldn't have to move twice. So I was like, well, that's really great that they're willing to give us full price. They're willing to close at the end of March. They're willing to pay our community enhancement fee. But we weren't willing to pay their full realtor fee. That's like $13,000, which puts us under the amount that we wanted to get out of our home. So that was something that we would have negotiated or counter offer. So we had that offer before the open house closed. So she kind of cleaned up everything, and she said, you know what, I'm going to call the cash buyers on my way home and let them know that we have an offer, and see if they would like to also put in an offer. So with that first one, it was a financing offer, and we would have had to respond by 6 p.m. on Saturday. So we had like a 24 hours to respond. So she calls the cash buyers, and she says, hey, I just wanted to let you know that we have an offer in hand from the open house, and because they're a cash buyer and they're not represented by a realtor, Anne Marie, we have to pay her 0.25%. So we actually have to pay 3.25%, which is less than 6%, which the first offer was asking for, in order for her to write up their paperwork, since they're unrepresented. So she said to them, if you're interested in an offer, I will write up the paperwork for you. And she said, what are you thinking about for an offer? And they said that they would do we were asking $390,000 for our house. They said they would do $380,000 cash, and that they also would be willing to wait till the end of March. what? Cash buyers usually are like, let's go. Let's get this house closed. Let me move in. When we sold our house in Washington, she wanted to move in 2 weeks. And she was also a cash buyer. So there's no financing. There's no appraisal with a cash buyer. There is an inspection if they choose to have one. So it really is very streamlined with a cash buyer, but they were offering us $10,000 less. And we had to pay the 1% community enhancement fee, which is right under $4,000. They were not willing to pay that. So Anne-Marie called us, our realtor called and said, hey, they're offering you $380 and then you pay the 1% community enhancement fee. They're not asking for a home warranty, which the first couple was, which is very standard here in Arizona, especially because our HVAC and our water heater are original to this house. So 2009, I mean, when we bought it, they told us they were on their last legs. And here we are 3 years thriving HVAC and water heater, but they could go at any time. So a warranty is standard. They didn't want a home warranty. So she called and let us know that they were offering $380 cash. And we said, well, we have an offer for $390. I mean, granted it's finance, so it's not as strong of an offer and they want us to pay their realtor fees, but we have an offer for $390. So she said, if I have your permission, I will call them back and let them know. I said, absolutely. So she called them back and told them we had a full price offer of $390 and they said, okay, $390. So long story short, we had an offer from them, cash, full asking price, waiting till March to close, which was amazing. No home warranty. And then we paid the 1% community enhancement fee. Our realtor gave us a breakdown of both offers and we actually end up netting about $10,000 more from the cash offer. Plus it's so much easier and streamlined. So our house is under contract, you guys. In less than 2 days on the market, we are under contract. And Diesel's watching out for us because both of our offers were willing to wait until the end of March, which makes our lives so much easier. If it was just Troy and I didn't work from home, I mean, we could go stay in a hotel, but we have 2 dogs. I work from home. It's just staying here until our house is done is honestly an ideal situation. And the fact that we got that and cash is unheard of, unprecedented, like insane, crazy. So thank you, Diesel. Thank you, buddy, for doing that for us because that was exactly what we hoped for. We kept saying, bring us a cash offer, bring us a cash offer. And that's what we got. So we are under contract as of this time. They have not scheduled an inspection. Anne-Marie simply does their paperwork. She does not advise them or represent them, so she can't refer them to have an inspection. Apparently, they've purchased multiple homes, so they should know the process. So we'll just kind of see what happens, but no appraisal, a potential inspection, and an end of March closing date. They already submitted their earnest money on Monday, and they put down $10,000 of earnest money, which is way more than what's recommended. It's usually about 1%, so about $3,900, and they did $10,000. So they have some skin in the game. And here's one more funny thing. Sorry, this is gonna be a long video update, but I know you guys appreciate the updates. On Sunday, which we were supposed to have the second open house, and obviously we canceled that because our house is under contract. Troy was actually in the garage cleaning up the garage fridge because we're gonna sell it. Our new house, we actually have a built-in beverage fridge in our wet bar area. And so we're gonna sell the fridge we have in our garage. And so he's out there working and this couple rides up on their bikes and they literally ride up to the garage. And Troy was like, what the heck? And his Jeep was sitting out in the street with a for sale sign on it. So we thought, oh, these people are interested in my Jeep. Well, come to find out, they're the people who bought our house. They're the cash buyers. And we think they were coming to make sure there was no open house because they specifically asked our realtor if we were going to have an open house on Sunday. And she said, well, that's up to my clients if they want to do it or not, which we didn't want to do it. The open house on Friday was a lot for our dogs. It was a lot for us. It was a lot. So we definitely were relieved to not to have an open house on Sunday. So we think they came by for that, but they did chat with Troy a little bit and they said, oh my God, we're so excited. We love your house so much. We're going to take as good a care of it as you did. They just went on and on about how much they love our house, how excited they are. And apparently her brother is buying their current home. And that's why they could wait till March to allow him an opportunity to get his financing in order, the appraisal, the inspection, like all the things that happen with a financed home versus a cash buyer. So it couldn't have worked out better. Troy said the people were incredibly nice. We just feel really blessed. I mean, like I said, this is something we never thought would actually come to fruition. It's just absolute perfection. Everything about this is perfect. So our house is under contract. We can start packing things up. We can start selling off the furniture that we're not keeping, which is the majority of the furniture in our home. We're going to be pretty much buying everything new, just because the aesthetic of this house and the aesthetic of that house are very different. I'm going to buy all new stuff for my office. Since my office is much larger, I need larger pieces. So we can actually start moving in that direction now that we know that our house is officially good to go. Now, we always say, I sold real estate in Washington. Until it's signed on the dotted line on closing day, it's not a done deal, but it's like it's like a 95% done deal. I don't see those people bailing out, because if they did, they would lose their $10,000. And like I said, that's a lot of skin in the game. So we feel very blessed, very lucky. So everything is going so well with our new house, with our current home. We're just beyond grateful. I'm also running a 5K tomorrow called the Eggnog Jog. It is in my community. It's actually a free run. So I'm really excited for that. That way I'll get in a run before I go to my Christmas party tomorrow night. My food has been going really well. I've gotten in all my workouts. I'm feeling really, really good. I'm eating at maintenance. As I've been saying, maintain, not gain is my goal this holiday season. I've started my holiday baking. You saw that in Wednesday's What I Eat in a Day. It's just good. Everything is good, you guys. I'm so incredibly grateful. I can't even express that and say that enough. Everything is just going really, really well, which is amazing. Also going really well is my weigh-in for the week. So I stepped on my Hume scale this morning, which I shared my Hume scale and update on that in last week's weigh-in. I'll give you guys another update down the road, maybe next month on my scale as I continue to use it, the body analyzer. But when I stepped on the scale today, I am actually down 0.2 pounds. So I lost 0.2 pounds. And to me, you guys, that's a maintenance. 0.2 pounds is a maintenance, which is my goal. Maintain, not gain. So I'm thrilled with the loss of 0.2 pounds. I've been tracking my food only a couple times a week. I've just been busy with life. Life's been lifing, and tracking my food hasn't been a huge priority for me. I basically eat a lot of the same foods every day. I can get in my protein every day. I know about what I eat to get to my calories. So I do track a few times a week to put myself in check, keep my thumb on things, but I've let the tracking go a little bit, which hasn't impacted my maintenance journey. So I just feel really good about everything. And like I said, beyond grateful. I'm thankful for you guys. I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful for my life that I have. I'm very, very, very blessed. So now I want to hear from you guys. How's your week been? How have the holidays been for you? How's your weigh-in been? Let me know everything down below. If you enjoyed another weigh-in and this long update, thank you so much. If you made it to the end, leave a little red heart emoji in the comment section to let me know you made it to the end. This was a lot of updates, which, like I said, I know you guys like them, but leave that little red heart emoji for me. Thumbs up the video, subscribe, get your macros and calories done so we can reach our health goals together in the new year. And I will see you in tomorrow's grocery haul. Love you. Bye.
Jingle bells ringing in